Hello world, we want to believe that we are good enough as we are, that whatever happens in life, we will rise to the occasion and be successful. But that's not how life works. Your level of training is what makes you qualified for success. When you are under stress and struggling to know what to do, that's when your training kicks in and what you are going to rely on to overcome the challenge. If you feel like failing, it's because you haven't trained hard enough. If you can't cope with how you feel, it's because you haven't trained hard enough. If you keep ending up in toxic relationship, it's because you haven't trained hard enough. If you keep letting people walk all over you or don't know how to have strong boundaries, it's because you haven't trained hard enough. If you are not achieving your goals, it's because you haven't trained hard enough. If you are not motivated enough, it's because you haven't trained hard enough. Your life is your responsibility, and it's not what other people do to you or don't do for you that determines how your life turns out. It's what you have trained yourself to become. You have to learn how to become resilient and self-motivated so that you believe that you can do anything that you put your mind to. By Joel Clemons. On Anna's story, she attended Disney's most watched and favorite all-time movie, Lilo and Stitch, for the event at Dream Music Poland. As she said, Hawaiian vibe mode on, my inner child is extremely happy. And listen in, hear how she expressed her feeling.
Jestem właśnie w postaci Lilo i Stitch i wzruszyłam się parokrotnie. Ohana, czyli rodzina, jest dla mnie jedną z ważniejszych wartości w życiu, niezależnie od tego, czy to jest krew z krwi, czy ta wybrana. I wartości, które ta bajka przekazuje, ten film przekazuje, są bardzo potrzebne. To jak cudownie się różnić i znaleźć w tym swoją moc. Różnorodność ras, które tam są, które umieją połączyć się i widzieć sercem, patrzeć sercem, też jest niezwykle pięknie pokazana. Nie chcę zdradzać wam więcej. Myślę, że niezależnie od wieku każdy z was znajdzie coś dla siebie. Idźcie.
After the interview of Michele, where he reveals some unexpected revelation about him and Anna. Here is the post of Anna. We doesn't know if this is her reply on what Michele told in public or simply this was her side of reaction or feelings, as when she heard it, as the post caption with the lyrics of the song unwritten. As the line goes, no one else can speak the word on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Anna also posts messages from different writers. It said that it's one thing to have a kind heart, but it's another to let people walk all over you because you are too worried about hurting their feelings. Being nice and understanding shouldn't come at the cost of your self-respect. It shouldn't mean constantly apologizing for things that are not your fault or bending over backwards while they barely lift a finger. You have the right to set boundaries, to say no without guilt, and to expect more from the people who claim to care about you. Stop shrinking yourself to keep the peace. Sometimes you need to shake things up to protect your own well-being. When you stand up for yourself, you are not being mean. You are being honest, and the people who truly value you will respect that. Let the rest fall away because you don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing yourself. As Karma says, God removed people from your life because He heard conversation that you didn't hear. Everything happens as it should, every moment, decision, choice, encounter, person, state, lesson, step forward, step backward, heartbreak, love, failure, breakthrough. Dreams are the little dots that create the sun of your entire life. Each experience leads to the next, and although in the present moment, it may seem that everything is scattered and all over the place, one day soon you will be able to connect the dot between each part of your life. When you do, you will have the realization that a life void of even just one of those dots would not have made you the person that you are. Trust that in this life, everything happens as it should in a way that is right for you. Maintain that faith and you will experience the liberation that you are seeking. Anna said that I'm in my done era. Not mad, not bothered, just done. I'm protecting my peace at all costs. Hey guys, just stay there. We are not yet on the exciting part. This is just the beginning. You are a fan of Michele and given a chance that you are on the same flight as this, what is the first thing that you would do? For me, I would take a photo or a video of him like this one. We are waiting, Michele, on what will gonna be the next movie to come out, as we all know that there are more to come. Big and big round of applause, Michele and the whole team of Another Simple Favor movie, as it was #1 in the US for a 3-week in a row. The Deadline News, it headlined that the second and final phase of filming will start in June in Rome, with a plan to premiere in early fall of 2025. Maserati the Brothers chronicles the rise of the Maserati family and their pioneering legacy in the world of automotive innovation. Al Pacino will portray businessman Vincenzo Vaccaro, who has supported the Maserati family and invested in the early days of the company. Producer Andrea Ervolino stated, "We are thrilled to welcome Al Pacino to Maserati the Brothers. His unparalleled talent and iconic presence bring a profound depth to our portrayal of this inspiring and emotional story. Having such a legendary figure join our already incredible cast is truly an honor." Let's all take a look at this, then on how Michele chose on what Maserati model he liked to ride then.
I'm gonna put the inside black and white, black and yellow. No? What do you think? Black and yellow. Just like that.
Let's not also forget the song of Michele, as he posts on his story on how we can find it in Spotify, a music platform. So guys, this is it, the one many are waiting for. Let's take a look back on the interview of Michele at Belve. Have your flashback. And to sum it all, here are comments on social media that are more or most are not really a good feedback, and it really makes so much criticism, which in return Michele reply on it with equal fire, as hot as the summer sun that he bring, his high temperamental state that he cannot control his feeling. If you will search the social media platform of Vanity Fair Italia, you can read it. The news made a very long comment reaction as it captioned, "Believing in yourself and your own abilities is very important. We are taught in the family and life teaches us. Since if we are not the first one to think that we can do it, it is very difficult for others to do it." From the moment he sat on the stool of Belve to the moment he stood up and shook Francesca's hand to resign, Michele has fallen into trap that for an artist is always around the corner, taking yourself too seriously, being rightly convinced of your own beauty, and attacking the famous Circoletto of Italian cinema for cutting it out of the games just because it was too beautiful and too international. Adding that the only actor better than him in circulation is Alessandro Borghi and no one else. It seemed to us by countermeasure a synonym of insecurities. It is as if Michele wanted to prove first to himself and then to others that he made it abroad because Italy didn't understand and didn't appreciate it as much as it should have. It's very common that when success comes, you tend to take a few pebbles out of your shoes. But Michele Tubelve proved that he is too attached to his self-esteem and not interested in debating himself. Being an artist means not only being magnetic to the audience that follows you but also putting yourself in the game by recognizing what you can and should improve on, a great one like Paul Newman. To say that in this work you never stop learning, something about which Michele should reflect in the future, in Hollywood and Cine City. Michele didn't stop on that interview as he expressed himself by posting a story on his social media saying, "I sincerely thank Francesca for giving me the opportunity to express a concept that is very dear to me. What I said last night on the Velvet program is a thought that I had some time and believe me, not the only one. Do not feel part of a cinema, the Italian one, which sings and play it alone, choke full of prejudices against those who are different. That if you haven't studied at Silvo de Amico or at the Experimental Center, you are nobody. If you don't think with your heart on the left, you are just a fascist. If you don't wear Clark shoes and don't give the idea of being scruffy, you are not a real actor. Prejudices of artists who pretend to be inclusive, Democrats, leftists, who after taking from David, feel like God down to earth and allow themselves the luxury of practicing left-wing morals, not because they really care about their country, but simply because it's cool to be an actor. Involved in social and political matters, sad and fake curse poet, drunk on Rimbaud and Baudelaire, but with luxurious apartment and villas by the sea, you are sadder than your own ideas. People who feel bad and suffer for having played the role of the deuce, but who as if by magic recover very well from this turmoil after having collected 1.5 to 2 million euros. If you really want to be revolutionaries, the Che Guevara too of us stop being actors, leave cinema alone and get into politics, run for office and really try to change something in this country because of the little speeches after the David Donatello Award ceremony, Michele Morone. After those words, after the sentiments message of Michele on how he expressed his feelings on the Italian cinema, he posted again a story which he was saying, "What I wrote today on social media is the result of a discomfort, mine and that of many other artists, which comes from the profound love I have for my work and the desire to do it in my country. Just this. In any case, I apologize for not choosing the appropriate words and for possibly offending anyone. Michele." Interview of Michele at Velvet, giving many revelations that we didn't know and unexpected to come out, like what Michele revealed about his true relationship with Anna Maria Segluca and what really happened during the filming of the 365 Days movie. And the One.net Plejada, a Polish online news platform, emphasized it as its headline. Michele Morone spoke about the series 365 Days during an interview for Italian television Rai Italia. The actor admitted to having an affair with Anna Maria Segluca during the filming of the hit movie. During the creation of the film trilogy, the actors maintained that their relationship was purely professional. The Italian actor's explosive confession has stirred up fans all over the world. Michele Morone, the star of the erotic hit 365 Days, revealed spicy details about his relationship with Anna Maria Segluca in an interview with Italian television. It turns out that the passionate, romantic love scenes on the set were not just acting, but it was all real. 34-year-old Italian gained international recognition for his portrayal of the domineering Massimo in the film adaptation of Blanca-Limpis' novel. The production was a spectacular success on Netflix, opening the door for the actor to Hollywood and collaborations with the biggest stars of cinema. For years, the media speculated about the true feelings between the on-screen lovers. The couple has been repeatedly caught by paparazzi, going out together, holding hands, and posting intimate photos on social media. Most observers view these gestures as part of a deliberate marketing campaign to promote the controversial film. The truth, however, turned out to be much more fascinating. In a recent interview with Italian television Rai Italia, Michele openly admitted for the first time to his gesture feelings for his Polish co-star. "That time in my life, Anna Maria and I were actually a couple. Our real relationship made everything look more credible in front of the cameras because we had real feelings for each other," he honestly confessed on the Belbef program. Oh yeah, I got so speechless. But anyway, it come from the mouth of Michele, how he tell the truth on what behind the true relationship of them, and the truth about those steamy love scenes on 365 Days movie had an answer now that those are real act. Just stay tuned on my channel, and there are still a part 3 revelation of Michele coming on my next video. Thank you for watching my video today. Comment your reaction below. Express your feelings on this video of mine. Don't forget to click the like button, share this video to others, and please subscribe on my channel. Day 144 of the 365 days of 2025. A message to all. While we all must take responsibility for our own healing, happiness, and experience in life, we want to know that the person that we love, that we have allowed into our life and into our heart, has our back and will never do anything to betray the trust that we have placed in them. Being vulnerable, especially after you have been repeatedly hurt, is not easy and causes anxious thoughts and feelings that need understanding and reassurance. It literally feels like trying to convince yourself to simultaneously expose your heart. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and have faith one more time. It can be terrifying, and yet it's the one thing that you want most, to be loved and feel safe. To never have to question their love and loyalty is the greatest treasure that they could ever give you. The way that you show up sometimes what you should receive in return. Everyone deserves to feel love. However, the quality of the love, trust, and respect that we want depends on what we have earned. Life is unfair, and oftentimes people don't appreciate what you do for them, but you should still hold your head high with a sense of pride because you do show up and give your best, and no matter what, you show up for yourself with the right intention, and no one can take away from you. You care about the quality of your love, and it shows in everything you do. By Joel Clemons.